Welcome back. Meditation is the subject. These are our conversations.
We were talking about one very useful meditation. It's not only good to calm down, to really relieve stress, because there is value in meditation.
Oh, yeah.
We'll talk about that in a moment. It's called the Prometheus Induction. But what's the value of meditation? What does it do to you?
Scientific studies have shown, among other things, that regular meditators, whatever the technique, have a lower blood pressure. They have lower blood pressure, they have lower, so they're more relaxed.
Well, hold on a second, that makes total sense. Think of it, you're in a state of tension and stress. Of course, even your blood vessels will constrict and your muscles and everything in your body will be tense.
Even if you only do it once a day.
Now, let's say that by whatever means you learn, like meditation, you learn how to relax. Relax all your body, every single muscle, even the muscles you don't think of on a regular basis. Like how often do you think of the tension behind your ears? Or how often do you think of the tension in your forehead?
Or the tongue in your mouth.
Or the tongue in your mouth, or other parts and muscles in your body. Let's say you learn through the process of meditation how to relax that. Obviously also your blood vessels will relax, your heartbeat will slow down. And your whole body will relax. This is extremely useful. So we are pro-meditation as a technique of helping yourself with the daily life, the daily routine, the
It's especially for your health.
And it's very good for your mind, for your health, for your mind, for your emotions.
But how much meditation should you do every day? Is there a certain program? Is there a certain time?
Good question.
Is it 7 hours too much? Is it 2 minutes too little?
The transcendental meditation people say start with 15 to 20 minutes. So 15 to 20 minutes of meditation twice a day, once or twice a day, is good.
Well, we are far less restrictive, and if you do 5 minutes of meditation, it's better than doing nothing.
Meditation can lower your blood pressure. There are other positive health effects. So it's probably something that's worth investing the time in.
But also to answer Bogdan's question in this is, when shall I do it? Some people find it very useful to do it first thing in the morning. Some people are so on when they wake up in the morning.
Yeah, some people wake up in bed and they go, whoa, I'm wide awake.
I'm wide awake and I'm ready to go with my tasks and my to-dos and everything, and they are too active.
So they can't, their mind is too active, so they can't sit still.
So there are people who do it very well somewhere around lunchtime, around 1 or 2 p.m. when their body normal biorhythm, if you want, goes a little down, slows down a little bit, so they take advantage of those hours. Some people do it very well around 5 or 6 p.m.
That's another very common time, is just before dinner.
Just before dinner.
So before you have dinner, sit down to meditate for 15 minutes.
And if you have an early dinner, also another possibility is to do it just before you go to sleep. So you go into the meditation and from there you drift into sleep. So your sleep begins in a calm, relaxed state. Therefore, being a deeper sleep and a better sleep, your unconscious mind, your automatic intelligence of the body gets into that state, which also assists you to sleep better.
Now, what are these 4 different possible times? What is the state that we go into? And basically, whether you're doing self-hypnosis, or whether you're doing hypnosis with a guide, or with a hypnotist, or whether you're doing a meditation, what it is it's a awake mind and relaxed body. So the mind experiences increasing levels of awakeness, more and more awakeness. I become more and more awake. At the same time, the body becomes more and more relaxed. And oftentimes people who have hypnosis find this is exactly the state they go into also.
So this is again because the question arose, what's the similarity or difference between hypnosis, self-hypnosis, and meditation. And they are all very useful in different ways, as we said. So meditation is a form of self-help, if you want. You can think of meditation as a way of increasing consciousness. Yes, and it is. You can think of hypnosis or meditation just practically relieving daily stress. And it does that.
Yes, it does.
You can think of meditation as a form of increasing health. Let's say you do a meditation and you focus on your body, eliminating all the toxins that you have deposited there in the last day.
Which is a good thing to do.
And you visualize. I mean, there are studies and reports. Just search on the web. With people after receiving, for instance, cancer treatment, meditating regularly and visualizing all the cancer cells being eliminated, washed away, and seeing the tissue in the affected organ regenerate and grow healthy. That's hand in hand with creative visualization, because you're supposed to imagine. But here is the principle. Every single time you take your attention from outside, where most of us are...
Most of the time our awareness is outside.
Where awareness is outside, because we're awake.
We're focusing on this and this.
We're participating in our environment. Every time you take your attention from outside and you bring it inside of you, like I'm doing it right now, I'm closing my eyes because I'm very visual, so I'm closing the visual.
Closes off the visual.
And I pay attention inside my body. I can imagine, for instance, that I take an imaginary elevator, from my brain where my consciousness is located, and now I'm going down, and now I can imagine I am behind my eyes, and now I'm behind my nose, and now I'm going down and I reach my throat. And I can reach every organ. I can go behind my heart, I can go all the way down in my body. Now, the moment I did this, now I brought my attention outside again. In that very moment, even if I was talking to you, I was already in a light trance.
And there's greater levels of physical relaxation. There's also levels of mental relaxation.
Exactly.
There's greater levels of mental awareness. So that process of imagining an elevator going down through the body is also very good for meditation. These are all different kinds of meditations that one could do.
Exactly. So there are many, many kinds. Some people prefer to meditate with very soft music in the background to help them relax. That's fine. Some people prefer to meditate in full quietness.
The benefit of the music, by the way, is it blocks out traffic noise. So if you're sitting in your apartment and somebody goes by outside and blows the horn, or a big tractor trailer truck goes bah, and
that will startle you, of course.
And get startled.
Sure.
You won't be startled if you have some background music on. So background music is often good for that.
Now let's talk again about the issue of how do I learn to go into a trance, because my mind is so active. My mind goes from one problem to solve to another, to one thought to another very quickly, and I don't seem to be able to quiet it down. Then probably...
How do I go into a trance?
First of all, how do I go into a trance? But probably if you are one of these people, our suggestion is to begin with guided meditations. There are a lot of guided meditations out there. We talked about 2 of ours, and one of my favorite is the Prometheus Induction. Now, we began to say the Prometheus Induction. I know the name sounds a little funny. Prometheus was the guy that stole the fire from the gods and brought it to humanity.
In Greece.
In ancient Greece legends and myths. But the induction...
Prometheus discovered the secrets of the universe.
Well, that's useful to do if you are up to the task. Not everybody is, but if you're up to the task, is useful for that purpose too. But I am a very practical person, and I like to use the Prometheus Induction every single time I have a goal I want to achieve in the future. So I get clear inside my head of what's my goal. What do I want to achieve? What's my dream? What's my vision? Yeah? I get very clear about that. And then I use this meditation process, which is a guided process, so I can't get lost. My mind cannot run away somewhere else. And then I find myself, where was I? What was I doing? Oh, gee, I didn't succeed. None of that, because I'm guided.
It's useful if it's a guided meditation.
And I just go step by step to the process, and we began to talk a little bit about this, because what the process does, it allows you to connect at an invisible level, if you want, with people you know and people you don't know yet.
In a win-win situation.
In a win-win situation, it's specified there, only in a win-win situation, win for you, win for them, so that you get assistance in support.
In your project.
In your project, in your vision, in your dreams, in
whatever
your goals.
Whatever goal you set.
Yeah, so besides being a wonderful process itself and serving the purpose of meditating, learning how to meditate, has also a very practical application. And I found it to be extremely useful, and it is our experience. We use it in our office. Our people in the office use it. We do it sometimes
use it as a company regularly.
in our trainings. And we found out that it has a 100% success. I don't want to sound, where I don't want to put out false modesty. It really, really works. I guess that's why I like it. But more about meditation in our next installment.
Meditation doesn't work for me, you'll say. Some people say, meditation doesn't work for me.
Oh,
I can't use it. Or I can't use hypnosis. We're going to talk about how to make it work for you in our next chat.